Hello and welcome back for our final segment of Cox Community Connection. Well, now we're going to talk about some sporting events taking place in Pensacola and the surrounding area. Joining me to talk about that is Jason Libbert. He is the events manager for the Pensacola Sports Association. Jason, thank you so much for being my guest today.
Thanks for having me.
So let's talk about the PSA overall at first, if you don't mind. What is the mission and the goal of the PSA in bringing a lot of the events that we're about to discuss to this area?
Really twofold. We have kind of two different arms. One is to promote recreation, athletic events, and celebrate sports achievements in the area. And then also sports tourism, bring events into our area, heads and beds, to help grow the economy.
So let's talk about some of these events coming up. First one we're going to talk about is in December.
Right.
Coming up, the high school, the Subway High School AllStar Game. This is something that's kind of turned into a big rivalry, I know, here along the Gulf Coast. So tell us a little bit about this year's event and who all's involved and how people can get involved with the game.
Yeah, this is the 11th anniversary of the Subway High School All-Star Football Game. It started right after Ivan, and it's since grown. We have an All-Star Game in volleyball, which was in November. We have football, soccer, men's, women's basketball, and then baseball and softball. So really celebrating all the major sports at the three county area high schools, Escambia, Santa Rosa, and Okaloosa County. Every high school is guaranteed participation on the teams. This year the football game is going to be in Okaloosa County. It rotates every 2 years. This past year was at Pace, so now we're moving 2 years to Okaloosa County. The East team is Santa Rosa and Okaloosa County, and the Pensacola schools make up the West team. And we have a selection meeting. They come together, all the coaches select the teams, and then they have a week of practice. We have a banquet, bring in a speaker to talk to them, and then they have the game. So it's a great event, and a lot of times this opportunity for those players at those smaller schools to play with those other athletes.
And how have you seen those players accept this game and kind of participate in it? Are they excited? Are they pumped up about it? Is it a big rivalry with the East versus the West?
Absolutely. We have players in all the sports call us before we announce the rosters. Hey, this is so-and-so from Catholic or from Niceville. When are you going to release the rosters? They want to know. They look forward to it. Rivalry, yes. In Escambia County, for example, you have Pensacola High School and Escambia. Sure. They have their own rivalry. Now they're playing together on the same team, so that creates an interesting dynamic. After that first day of practice, now they're teammates and friends, and now they're playing against this Santa Rosa and Okaloosa County. So it becomes a rivalry in a week quickly.
And you mentioned this year it's in Okaloosa County.
It is.
If people would like tickets, can they just buy them at the gate? Do they need to buy them in advance? And what is the date of this year's game?
It'll be at the gate. They'll be practicing for 3 days. We'll have a band out there. We're going to have cheerleaders. So, yeah, definitely come on out. And all the information could be at subwaypsaallstar.com.
Okay, great. Another football game y'all have coming up is actually a flag football game that's coming to town in January. I believe it's NERSA. Am I saying that correctly?
It is. NERSA National Flag Football Championship. And NERSA is the National Intramural and Recreational Sports Association.
Glad you got that, not me.
It's basically college intramural sports coming to play their national championship here in town. We're going to have probably over 800 teams and players coming to Pensacola over that time. West Florida is hosting it along with us. It'll be played at Ashton Brosnahan Park. This is our other arm as far as a sports tourism event. Great in our shoulder season when hotels aren't necessarily being full and utilized. We're bringing this event into town.
And this is another great event. It's taking a little sidetrack here, but another great event that PSA has brought into town, especially at Ashton Brosnahan. I know in the last few years we've had the championship for soccer here, correct?
Right. Again, partner UWF with Gulf South Conference hosting their conference championships in soccer here. We've hosted national championship in soccer, volleyball. We hosted the Fall Festival, which we had national championships in about 7 different sports that we hosted all here in Pensacola.
And these are great opportunities for people to come out and see these great sporting events.
Absolutely.
Family-friendly atmosphere, and just something fun to do on the weekend.
And again, bringing those people into town, and now they're going to come back on vacation here.
Absolutely. Show off the area. Well, one thing for locals that people can participate in that's coming up a little bit around the corner, but time for people to start thinking about registering, is the Double Bridge Run.
Right.
I know a lot of people look forward to this event each year. Give us the dates for the 2015 Double Bridge Run and how people can sign up.
Yeah, Saturday, February 7th. It's always the first Saturday in February, Saturday, February 7th. It's a 15K, which starts downtown Pensacola at the Maritime Park, goes through Gulf Breeze and finishes on the beach. And there's a 5K portion as well, starts in Gulf Breeze and finishes at the boardwalk, the same finish line. A couple of new things this year. Of course, we have our medals that all the 15K finishers get, but Joe Zarzar has come on board and is going to provide all 15K finishers with this Head Sweats visor. So another incentive and add-on for all the participants.
Absolutely. And for people to register, do they go to your website?
doublebridgerun.com,
Okay.
and we're expecting another sellout. We're going to have look at about 3,000 in the 15K and then 1,500 in the 5K. So sell out, or so we are expecting a sellout. So register soon when you're ready.
Absolutely. Sounds great. Jason, we're out of time, but I appreciate it. We hit a lot of topics there in a short amount of time, but I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Thanks for your support.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us this month on Cox Community Connection. Join us next month as we take another look inside of events in Pensacola and Okaloosa counties.
Thanks for watching the Cox Community Connection. Join us next month when we highlight other organizations, events, and people from around our local community.